Alright, so now that we've set everything up, we can now create a HTML file. So you're going to need to go into Sublime, and you're going to have to get rid of everything you have previously. Cross it right here. So this is my HTML file that I have. Now, if you do have it here you might have the main.html. Quite a few of you will. You simply right click on it. It's not, but then you can open with, choose another app and open up with Sublime. It's very simple to do. So you just right click on the HTML. Yours should be called main.html. Choose another app and scroll down until you see Sublime. Sublime will be there. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is so we need to ensure that Sublime understands, and not only Sublime, that when we run this in a browser, that the browser knows that this is a HTML file. So we're declaring it as a HTML file. You need to write everything the same as I am doing. If I write an exclamation mark, you write an exclamation mark. If I write HTML, you write HTML. Alright, this is really important. If you don't do this, you will get stuck. If you do get stuck, go back and try again. Alright, we're going to save it. So we can save it by pressing Ctrl S, or we can save it by pressing Save. File, Save. Now, I'll just go to shopping list 2. Now we're going to call it main.html. Main.html, save it, you're done. Excellent work. The next step is we're going to add some more tags. Head, and we're just going to close that. Head. Now with HTML, it doesn't matter about where you indentation. So if I tab it here, press tab on your keyboard and then type body, it doesn't matter as long as I close the tag. But in the next language, it does. We're about to learn body, and then close that here. We're going to do one last thing. So we've got head and body. You can pause this, you can rewind it. Anything you need to do apart from talk to me. Okay, I can't hear you right now. H1 is the tag, and that's heading 1. So it's going to be the biggest heading we have. And we're going to call this my shopping list. Oh, I'll just make it all caps. It makes it look cleaner. And then we're going to close it off. And so why do we write H1 again? This H1 here is starting the code. This is ending it. So these are all little tags. Just think of it like a sentence. Alright? It's just starting the sentence and then closing it. You need to do that. Otherwise, Mr. Joseph is going to be probably annoyed at you. Alright, so make sure you do all that. So save it. Make sure you save it. Ctrl S or File, Save. Open up your folder right here, main. Open it, and then let's see what happens. Whoa, that is so cool. I have a title here which says My Shopping List. I am so impressed. That is amazing. Alright, so now that we have done that, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to bring in an app. This is the Vue.js thing, and we're going to try to keep up with me here. We're going to go slow. So we go back to our main.html, and here we write div. Div just means divider, just like paragraph. Like we use the P before paragraph, we're using divider here. It's all it means. It's just like, here's a sentence here. It can be anything. Some of these tags do things like H1 is a heading, so it makes the text really big. Table makes a table. Div just says this is a blob here, do something. So it's very open-ended. So you will see a lot of div tags if you look at the HTML of websites. So ID is equal to app. We're going to close that. Make sure you write it exactly the same. I can't stress this enough. You will make me cry if you do not do this the same. And then we're going to do, let's see if this works. close the div, and then we're going to do curly brackets. Curly. So you press shift, and just to the right of the P on your keyboard, you will see curly brackets. You hold shift, boom, boom, you got them. And then you type in here, we're going to type in here a message. I think that's what I should do. Yeah, we're just going to type in a message just to see if everything's working. Now save it. Now let's have a look what happens. So it hasn't come up here. I wonder why that is. First of all, we haven't linked we haven't created a JavaScript file yet to handle all this, and second of all, we haven't linked Vue.js into the website. So what we need to do now is we're going to link those two together. So below body here, I need you to write script. So we're going to add these scripts in, and then let's see what happens. Source. We're going to have to write this. Please don't make a mistake. HTTPS. Be very, very, very careful how you write this. unpkg.com/vue at 2.3.3. Okay, that's our first one, and then we're going to close it off. Yep. Okay, and then our next script is script. That was the wrong one. I'll write that again just in case. Script source is equal to Vue. Now it's going to find that folder that we created, Vue Strat. That's the same folder. Then Vue vue-strap.min.js. When you see .js, that just means it's a JavaScript file, and then we're going to close it again. One more thing we need to create, and that is connecting to our main.js file, which hasn't been created. So then we go script. Oh, sorry guys. I'm used to going a bit faster. Equals main.js, and then we, that's it. Bob's your uncle. So there you go, you're done. So save this again, and this is just linking all of this code which we need it to be linked to our website or web page. Okay, let's press Control R and let's see what happens. Nothing. I think that's right. We'll come back to that if that's not right. Let's see what the time is. 8 minutes. Oh, okay.